Hey Aries, welcome to my channel and welcome to your weekly read. We're going to dive right in and take a look on what Spirit wants you to know most. And we'll get into career, money, finance, the most important message that wants to reveal itself. And then we'll go into love, whatever message that is most important for this particular week. It could be a drastic shift in turn. It could be so many things, guys. And so we're going to dive in and take a look at what that looks like. So let's get started. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, as well as your north node. And if you're unsure of those placements, check the link in the description box below. Plug in your data. It'll pop out that info, and then you can watch those videos that pertain to your placements and the astrological signs related to that. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm going to use the Vivid Journey Tarot. Let's start here first, okay, on what Spirit wants you to know most. So what does Spirit want Aries to know most during this time? Guys, thank you for all the love, the likes, subscribes, and shares. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending lots of love, and hope that this resonates with many of you. And if not, just take what resonates and kick it out. All right. It's a general read. If you want a personal read, click the link in the description box below. Okay. So what is going on for Aries? Okay. What do we have? We have got the Temperance card. We have got the Lovers card. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to know most? Pisces energy, the moon. Okay. And we've got the Leo, the Strength card energy. That's my deck upside down. Well, I'm just going to take it as it is. This will be interesting. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Whoa, guys, this is powerful. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords in reverse. So this really tells me is that this is talking about some sort of recovery. You've gone through some sort of awakening, and it could have been like you were under some sort of extreme exhaustion. Maybe that you were stagnant for quite a period of time. Okay, for some of you that could be the case. And what I'm getting right now is the Star card right after that. Okay, which tells me that there's new inspiration coming through. So there's new inspiration after stagnancy. So a lot of you guys could be feeling that the energy is starting to really move. Okay, so I know we've got a retrograde that's up and coming, but it's not here quite yet. And so while the iron's hot, it's time to strike out. And so what I hear is that the energy is now going to be moving. All right. So it's now moving. What do you need to know about this energy that's coming through? And it's you've got new inspiration, and you're going towards your true north because you're showing up in your underlying energy, and and that's you. So I feel that with new inspiration and hope, with the Star card, you have this renewal. You've gone through some sort of healing, and the energy is now shifted. Okay. So what does numerology have to say about your underlying energy? What do we get? Abundance, guys. Yep, get ready for abundance. And I can hear you, saying, Aries, it's about darn time, right? And I should have said, let me back up here, because I said Aquarius, and I meant, this is Aquarius energy. And yes, you are an Aries. Some of you are Aquariuses with, some of you are Aries with Aquarius placements. So predominantly, I'm speaking to that's coming out more prominently. So just note that if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, and you've got some Aquarius placements, it's coming out even stronger for you in the underlying energy about abundance coming through. Okay, so just note that. So I'm standing corrected on that. So I caught myself there. So just note that I feel that there's an opportunity here for you for great abundance. It's calling on faith. Okay. This is a double 8. It's about getting balance out of stagnation, and balance and getting new inspiration. It's kind of like when new inspiration, I'm sorry guys, the cards are falling all over here. It's when new inspiration meets this this change of energy. And that was once stagnant, it's now shifting. It's now moving towards abundance. They just had to meet up, and timing was really, really important here. Okay. So let's continue and see what else comes through for you. I do get Sagittarius energy, balancing something out. So moderation in making a choice, especially when there are elements that are hidden, with Pisces energy and the Moon card. Okay. So this is calling upon get the Strength card in reverse. And so what this tells me is that there is a sense of vulnerability or doubt, or maybe there's a lack of confidence in trying to balance something out. But I do get a choice being made. But the Knight of Pentacles is right underneath that. So this is saying, making a choice, watch out for any sort of risky investment, or being a workaholic. Okay. Focusing, because that makes it boring. All right. This is about, being perhaps irresponsible in decision making, especially when things are hidden in terms of what brings long-term happiness to you. So I feel a sense, guys, there's a sense of practicality that meets the manifestation of the imagination and what you want. Spirit's advising you is that it's about throwing in some sort of practicality to your long-term happiness and what that means, especially when things are hidden and not moving and happening on the physical plane. It does not mean it's not already happening in the ethers, that it's already just aligning in the universe, and spirit's kind of getting this into alignment. Okay. So your job is not to figure out how long it's going to take and what time it will be. Your job is to trust and stay in the energy of having what it is that you want. And anytime you feel you're off track, course correct and get back to, I am abundant, right? I have abundance here. I've got new inspiration, and things are already changing. It's just a matter of time. And so things are shifting and changing. So there's a choice, to balance something out, when things are hidden. And just know that, this is about overcoming some sort of lack of confidence. What do you need to know about the Strength card in reverse, that Leo energy? This is about having control over your emotions when you feel this vulnerability. Course correct and get back on track. When you feel any sense of weakness, course correct and get back on track. When you feel, any sorts of lack of confidence in some sort of way, course correct and get back. Okay. So this is saying is that taking a leader in your emotions and expressing those and having authority over your emotions, and not, this is about not focusing in on cowardice acts, being brave in some sort of way. And it wouldn't come unless you were ready for it. And this is what I'm getting here. It's about balancing something out is going to take having you take leadership of your emotions in some sort of way. So spirit wants you to know that that's very, very key. Okay. What else? Yeah, it's about self-love. It is self-love, having confidence in your communication and the emotions of the body. That's why it's important that you have authority over the emotions of the body in your communication. It's going to help you balance something out, and get rid of any sort of, laziness, or any sort of self-doubt or vulnerability, or any sort of, lack of confidence. Okay. Especially in moving towards what it is that you want in your dreams, because this is moving forward efficiently on your dreams and it's in reverse. So this just tells me is that movement forward is focusing in on, I have to do to get what I want. I have to work harder to get what I want. Well, really, it's about, focusing in on bringing, when things are hidden, it's about making some sort of choice to bring in balance, and having new inspiration moving forward. New inspiration that is moving forward, and focusing in on releasing any sort of pain of the past. You're going through a recovery. You're no longer repressing emotions. Spirit says no longer repressing emotions. It's time for you to step out in your abundance. So if you've been doing that, this is a shift and change that you're not doing that anymore for a lot of you. Note your comments below, guys, because that's really interesting. The Knight of Pentacles, what do we have coming through here? Letting go of pride. Letting go of pride, and focusing and connecting with spirituality. And I do get a happy ending. So Spirit wants you to know that you're in for a very happy ending. It's letting go of having to be right, connecting with Source, and focusing in on some sort of happy ending that is coming through here. And that is why you get the Ten of Cups coming through, all right? Because this is that long-term happiness. So Spirit wants you to know that there's abundance and long-term happiness. It's yours. This is about having the confidence and getting greater authority over your emotions. No longer are you repressing them. So you're flipping the script. okay? And you're getting in greater authority of not repressing them. And so that means pouring on more self-love, all right? And then it'll help you move towards your long-term happiness. So very interesting, guys. Very interesting. I just want to pull a card to see if anything comes out here. Your advice from spirit on this is, what do we get? Karma. Wow. This is about, karma from past generations. And I almost feel that it's from ancestral, like the DNA of the ancestral lineage, because this is like that helix and the snake. And I feel that there is a shift that is taking place for you here. And this has to do with your ancestral lineage, and you paid a karmic debt. And a lot of you are not going to have to go back, into something, but it's like, there is within the body, and then there is things that we do in that's going to, there's just some sort of karma that has been paid here. All right. It's like, and again, it could be passed down from ancestral lineage, but it stops here. It's kind of like the buck stops here. It stops here. And because you're realizing what was not right for you. And so now it has you moving forward in just a whole different way. So how interesting, guys. Very interesting. It has to do with parenting, and you're manifesting differently. Okay. But this is saying put the effort in, because you've gone through some major personal growth here. Okay. Especially in communication, to where how your family and how you grew up and how you are now, totally different. So note your comments below, guys. Let me know if that resonates with you. Let's take a look at what's coming through in career, money, and finance. Okay. So career, money, finance, what comes through for Aquarius? What do we have? I think I'm going to use these cards. Okay. Career, money, finance. What do we get for Aquarius? Career, money, finance. What's important for Aquarius to keep in mind regarding career, money, finance? What comes through? What does Aquarius need to know this week that's most important to move the needle in their direction that they really want to move towards? Okay, what is it that's most important? What do we get? The Star card. Gosh, you're coming out again, guys, in a different deck. Wow, new inspiration. You're overcoming some of the feeling left out, and the conflict of feeling left out. And now you're focused on balancing something out with the Six of Pentacles. And you are seeing, you're looking at the situation differently, and you're focused on the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is a money thing. This is a manifest. Look at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. This is a spiritual initiation, moving towards love, creativity, and an emotional awakening. This could be moving forward on doing, on kind of have that all-seeing eye on doing what you love, or an opportunity of an opportunity in love. It could be as well. But if that's not on the brain, it could be an emotional awakening and a spiritual initiation, moving towards love and creativity. So in career, money, finance, it could be some sort of opportunity to do what you love, and you're inspired. All right, because you understand why. It's almost like it was in the mind why you were feeling kind of left out in some sort of way. And so this new inspiration that you have gotten here, from the Star card, is that now I feel that I have new creativity and I'm on a renewal. I've gone through my spiritual healing, and now I can balance my coin out. I see things differently from my spiritual healing. And because of that, I can balance my coin out so much better, because I see clearly in a different way. It's like I had to look at something differently, or I had to experience conflict. I had to experience being left out to know what it is that I wanted, and to hit this Nine of Pentacles, because this moves right on into luxury and happiness. It moves right into manifestation. It is focusing in on, this could be inheritance. This could be privilege. This could be wealth in some sort of way. So this is independence, reaching some sort of major independence is coming through. So because you've gone through some sort of emotional healing, okay? So let's take a look a little bit more here. What was this conflict that's coming through? Actually, it was this way. What was this conflict? What is this Five of Swords? This is about persevering to overcome conflict. You worked your tail end off to overcome some sort of conflict in a situation. This could have been in work. You're working so hard, guys, Knight of Wands, and towards your stability, towards long term. And stability comes with being stable in your emotions, and being able to balance out your resources, right? The Six of Pentacles focuses in on kind of like it's kind of like your how do I want to say it? It's like focusing in on generosity, getting material help, equal give and take. Okay, so it's kind of like there's new inspiration of what equal give and take means to you in your work life, because you're seeing something differently. Like, you're not going to feel left out. You're not going to take less than what you deserve, because you know you deserve this, and you see things differently, and you have focused, looked at money almost as something that you couldn't get. But now, no more. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is you persevering towards that new philosophy of life in terms of your career. So give me a little bit more, anything more that wants to come through. Let's take a look at the career money cards and see what that might be. So what is this balancing that needs to be done that comes through here? The Six of Pentacles. Financial commitments. Focusing in on long-term investments, on partnership work. You're focusing in on a fulfilling career that's going to bring in your Nine of Pentacles, guys. You've been persevering. I will tell you, ring means some sort of commitment, a financial commitment to something long-term. So it could be a long-term investment that you're moving into. It could be that partnership work, getting into a partnership, or going into a fulfilling career that grows your money tree, right? It's all about abundance, bringing something to fruition. Some of you could be doing outdoor jobs. Some of you could be focused on a family business, or bringing in stability. And then I get Rose, financial relief. It might have to do with love, helping others and supporting others. You could be in a supportive role in terms of what you do. So when you support others, it brings in job security and it helps you grow. So it's kind of like you blossom as you help others. So in other words, rather than, for some of you, maybe perhaps in being focusing in on being the person in charge, you are helping others, helping the leader, or perhaps maybe being an executive assistant to a CEO in some sort of way. And as you support these executive VPs and these, and a CEO, you are in that supportive role, and it brings for job security, and it helps you grow like a rose. So that's just one example. But that's what I get. And what else do we get? Ambition, taking action. You're hustling. You're manifesting money. Some of you are getting into a management opportunity or taking classes and moving towards that. I think your rank is moving up. Your visibility in your work life is moving up. Some of you are very athletic, and maybe what you do is that. I do get that there is some sort of payoff for the effort, and there's some sort of recognition that's coming through. It could be winning money, a scholarship, maybe in school, but there's some sort of recognition that's going to be coming to you. It could be fame. It could be, your professional work, again, that you are advancing. So this is what comes through. Give me any sort of advice for you in this career, money, finance. Let's just take a look. I will get 3 cards. Career, money, finance. Yeah, guys, I mean, this is saying is that you're going through an emotional release, and you're breaking a pattern in terms of feeling left out of this Five of Pentacles. And you're like, no, I am going to balance this darn thing out, and with new inspiration, with the Aquarius card coming out again. Again, those of you that got fire in your chart, Aries in your chart, as well as Aquarius, could be coming out rather strongly here. But it has to do with breaking the pattern and connecting with Source, and Source being a part of your family. Source is your family. Source gives you confidence. Source, it lives within you. You are Source, in the consciousness of Source. And this is about breaking the pattern of the past. You've broken the pattern, and you've moved on to wealth, luxury, and fulfillment. You reached this point, guys. This was a long lesson here. Note your comments below, Aries. Whoa. Let's take a look at what's coming through here in terms of your love life. So Aries within their love life. What comes through? Let's take a look. What's going on for Aries in their love life? Most important message this particular week. What do we got for Aries? Something about looking at the past and developing a better strategy with the Three of Wands. We've got the World card. Now, this is about taking that vision, and this is about getting out of illusion and fantasy, making a choice to get out of illusion and fantasy and move towards a new vision. You're making a choice here, but you're looking at the past and developing a better strategy is what I'm getting. Like, you know that there's going to be issues or challenges ahead, but you can handle it. But because this new way of thinking, you're leaving that one wand behind and you're focusing on the two. So it could have been you're working on three things and now focusing in on two. But whatever the case, there is a successful completion with the World card. This is success and achievement and having some sort of accomplishment. So in your love life, you're getting a sense of belonging in the world. It's like you had to go back to the past experiences and take a look at the terrain, for instance, in love. And then this is like having a successful completion. I'm glad that I've learned what I did, because now I feel I know where I belong. I feel fulfilled in some sort of way, even if I don't have someone around me. So with that in mind, now you're developing a new vision. What is it that I want in love? And you're getting out of illusion and fantasy of the, it's almost get like a Disney version, and now making better choices that bring greater partnerships. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What is this seven of, because you have lots of choices. There's a lot of people around you in love. All right. But this is a page Raj. You could be getting some sort of message from someone that you know, but it hasn't gone into like the romantic side of things. Okay. I think a lot of you have made a discovery in terms of rushing, and you're not going to rush in a connection or in love or a relationship. You're not going to rush into something for the passion side of it. You're going to stop for a moment and make better choices, because this is like, okay, I'm looking at the terrain before I move on it. Okay. And it's putting something on stronger foundation. And that could be getting to know the person better. Aries energy, you're showing up here. So it could be that you're looking right at, you want something strong, solid, or you're looking for those of you, you're looking for that stability and security. For my feminines, you're looking for all the kings together with this Aries energy. And for the masculines, it's like, I feel that you are being that strong. You're putting something on strong, solid ground. Want to focus on a strong provider. And you're made a discovery that you don't want to move too fast. That you are. It's all about teamwork and collaboration. It's not one-sided in some sort of way. So something about that is coming through, but making a choice that's better. It's like, okay, well, before I rush in, what am I going to do first? I'm going to get to know the other person. So you're going to get to know, and that's going to take a little bit longer. So it's kind of like revealing understanding each other, and revealing, kind of revealing your innermost selves brings a bond that can deepen. Okay. And I get worth waiting for. I do get a partnership because I'm getting the Lover's card and worth waiting for. Whatever's happening here, it's kind of like you're not on this speed track, this NASCAR track in love. You are focusing on waiting, because you know what it is, that it's like you're not going to take less than you deserve. And you know that it takes a while to get to know someone, and it's worth waiting for. It's like, it's beautiful. And I get romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth expressing. So again, it's just really going through that romantic side of getting to know each other. And I feel I get Gemini energy. I do get a lot. I get a lot of fire energy coming through here, and Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and a little bit of water energy coming through as well. Okay, but you have a new vision in love because you've healed some sort of family issue, and you've forgiven the past, and now you are looking forward. All right, you're not going towards the past. Otherwise, you look directly at that card. He's looking at the terrain and putting the past behind him, because he's had a successful completion. Okay. So interesting, guys. There's no need to control anything. What's yours is going to come and your job is not to focus on how long it's going to take. Your responsibility is to get into the energy of having what you want, so you can attract that person, that like person. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm getting. Any other final advice that we get for you here? Okay, so develop rituals to keep you balanced. Okay, you've been reawakened. All right, you've reawakened your, in your love life, and be curious during this time. Ask questions. Be curious about this time, because as you observe, be curious, ask questions, observe, and this is about supporting each other. There's just a brand new insight in here in love, and that is, being flexible and being curious, and not just making a quick fast move or making quick judgments. It's no, this is a kind of like walking in the park rather than running a relay race. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you are looking for a personal read, click the link in the description box below, and until next time, namaste.